If you're in your 40s and feel like you've left investing too late, you might not need a miracle. You might not need a lottery win or to find the next Nvidia. And you definitely don't need to risk everything on the next crypto. What you need is a system. I'm 43 and I've been investing, sometimes successfully, sometimes not very successfully, for the last 25 years. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 money moves that could completely change your financial position in your 40s. The gap, the engine, and the ratchet. These 3 moves could potentially help you build £1 million. But even if you never reach that exact number, they can still make you substantially more financially secure. Money move 1, create the gap. The first move has nothing to do with choosing an investment. Before you can build wealth, you need to create a gap between what you earn and what you spend. This is called the gap. Now, most financial content tells people to stop buying coffee, cancel Netflix, and never enjoy themselves. Now, I don't think that is a realistic long-term plan. Definitely not for Mrs. Duffy and our teenage daughters, who are 100% Team YOLO. If you're supporting a family, paying a mortgage, buying food every week, running a car and dealing with rising bills, the problem probably isn't 1 cup of coffee. That's what I tell Mrs. Duffy anyway, when she tells me I've got a Starbucks addiction. The real problem is that whenever income increases, spending normally increases with it. This is what I've seen with 99% of the contractors I've worked with over the last 20 odd years. To be honest, it happened to me. After losing our life savings back in 2011, I managed to significantly increase my income, our income, but I didn't immediately become wealthy. Our lifestyle expanded big time. More money came in, but more money went out. Simple as that. That's lifestyle creep. It can keep someone earning £40,000 trapped. It can also keep someone earning £100,000 trapped. Your salary doesn't determine whether you build wealth. The gap between your income and spending does. So here's the first practical step you can potentially make. For the next 12 months, create a fixed investment gap. It could be £100 a month, it could be £250, it could be £500 or even £1,000. Your initial number matters less than proving that gap actually exists. Start by looking at the big expenses, not just blaming yourself for small purchases like coffee. Look at your housing, your cars, your debt repayments, your insurance, your subscriptions. This, from my experience, is an easy win, by the way. Your food spending, etc. Then choose a realistic amount and remove it from your current account immediately after payday. Don't invest whatever is left at the end of the month. For most people, there won't be anything left. Move the money first and then build the rest of the month around what remains. This is what the experts recommend when you read the books. And I've read 250 plus investing books. If you want my top 5 investing books and exactly why, see below for a recent video. Money move 2, build the engine. Once you've created the gap, you need somewhere productive to put the money. This is the engine. The biggest mistake people make normally is assuming that successful investing needs to be complicated. They search for the perfect stock. They jump between funds. They watch predictions. They wait for the next market crash. Or they leave their money in cash for years because they're frightened of making the wrong decision. Now, I fully understand this fear because I've made plenty of wrong decisions over the years. But after 25 years of investing, one of my biggest lessons is this. Complicated doesn't automatically mean better. For many people, the engine could be built around 3 simple things. First, your workplace pension, particularly if your employer contributes, or your SIP if you're self-employed. Second, a stocks and shares ISA for accessible, tax-efficient long-term investing. Third, a low-cost, globally diversified index fund that owns thousands of companies worldwide. That's it. And if you want to go into any of this in more detail, you can book a one-to-one call inside my school community. Type yes below and I'll send you the link. Absolutely boiling. Basically, your pension can help fund later life. Your ISA can give you flexibility before pension age. And a global index fund allows you to participate in the growth of companies around the world without trying to predict which individual stock will win. Now let's look at why this can be so powerful in your 40s. Imagine you're 43 with £50,000 already invested. You invest another £500 a month until the age of 67. At an illustrative average return of 10%, that could potentially grow to approximately £1 million. That's not a promise, by the way. and it doesn't account for inflation, fees or tax, and real returns will be uneven. But it shows that being in your 40s doesn't automatically mean you've missed your opportunity with investing. But what if you're starting from zero? Investing approximately £1,000 a month from 43 to 67 at the same illustrative return could also potentially take you beyond £1 million. Now, I understand that £1,000 a month is completely unrealistic for many households in the UK today. That isn't the point of the example. The point is to show the relationship between the amount, the return, and most importantly, the time. Money move 3, install the Ratchet. The third money move is the one most people miss. Creating the gap gets you started. Building the engine, put your money to work. But the Ratchet is what can really accelerate everything. Change the game. A ratchet moves in one direction. Once it clicks forward, it doesn't slip backwards. Your investment contributions should work in the same way. Every time your income increases, your investing increases. Every time you receive a pay rise, increase your contributions. Every time a debt is repaid, redirect that payment into your investments. Every time childcare costs fall, invest part of the difference. Every time you receive a bonus, overtime payment, or extra income, decide in advance how much will be invested. Hopefully, you get the point. Don't wait until the money arrives, because once it reaches your bank account, your lifestyle will find somewhere to put it. My suggestion is simple. Invest at least 50% of every future increase in income. You still get to enjoy some of that extra money, but your future also benefits. Imagine you currently invest $250 a month. Next year, you increase that to $350, then $450. Eventually, you reach $500, $750, $750 without feeling like your lifestyle has been suddenly cut in half. This is how normal, hardworking people can build serious wealth. Not through one dramatic sacrifice, not through one lucky investment or win, but through a contribution that keeps quietly increasing every month as their career develops. And this is why your 40s could be one of your most powerful wealth-building decades. Now, before we finish, this video is for education and entertainment. As always, this video is not personal financial advice. Any projections, I use illustrations based on a 10% average annual return. I use 10% for simplicity because it is approximately in line with the long-term historical nominal return of the US stock market, the SP 500. It doesn't account for inflation, investment fees, or tax, and future returns are never guaranteed. You won't receive 10% every single year. Some years will be significantly higher, and other years could be significantly lower. With that explained, let's summarise the info so it really sinks in. The complete system. So those are the 3 money moves. The gap creates space between your income and your spending. The engine automatically invests that gap through simple diversified investments and tax efficient accounts. The Ratchet, increase your contributions whenever your income actually increases or an expense disappears. You don't need to implement everything today. Start with the gap. Even if it's only £50 or £100 a month, then build the engine and finally install the Ratchet so your contributions increase throughout your 40s and 50s. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme plan, it's a get-wealthy slowly plan. And I know that isn't as exciting as finding a stock that increases by like 1,000%, but I've experienced enough financial mistakes over the years to fully understand that excitement and wealth aren't always the same thing. Sometimes the investments that feel the most exciting are the ones most likely to destroy your progress. Real wealth is normally boring, which suits me because I am boring. Financial freedom is built quietly, month after month, year after year. While everybody else is looking for shortcuts with things like crypto, I've been investing for around 25 years. But that doesn't mean I've followed this system perfectly for 25 years. Far from it. I've made the mistakes. I've allowed lifestyle creep to take over, to kick in. I've lost money. And I've spent years feeling as though I should have been much further ahead than I actually am. That's why I care about helping other people who feel behind. I don't want you to reach your late 50s, early 60s and realise nobody ever explained how simple investing could be. If you're in your 40s, you haven't necessarily left it too late, but the next 10 years matter a lot. You can't change what you did in your 20s or 30s, but you can decide what happens from your next payday from now on. At least try and give yourself the opportunity to make work optional. If you're comfortable sharing, tell me in the comments which stage are you currently at? The Gap, the Engine, or the Ratchet? And if you want simple investing education from somebody who has made the mistakes, learned the hard way, and genuinely wants to make this easier for you, join my free investing community on School. Type yes below in the comments, or you can find the link in the description. It's free.